Our next company provides a platform intended to connect CTOs easily with their software engineers. CEO of CTO.ai, Campbell will discuss building a company that enables software development teams to scale by adopting DevOps automation into their workflow. Please give him a warm welcome to the stage.
Hey everyone, I'm Campbell, CEO, founder of CTO.ai. We provide workflow automation for development teams across the entire software development lifecycle to help them solve the hard things. We have a rather ambitious goal to enable $100 billion in developer productivity by helping companies implement amazing developer experiences. Over the last 18 months, our company's grown quite significantly from about 20 to 60 employees, and our year-over-year revenue growth to about $8 million in run rate. We've done this profitably by working with startups and public companies, and we've bootstrapped to help us do that sustainably. The problem that we're solving is that there's $300 billion in developer productivity lost every single year, and access to developers in most business is a bigger threat than access to capital. Your technical leaders know that as you're growing your engineering teams, you need to invest into automation, but it's hard for you to prioritize that energy towards automation when you need to ship features to your customers. So we make it really easy for your dev teams to implement developer experiences across the DevOps lifecycle to increase the efficiency and productivity and morale of your engineering team. We do this with something that we call Ops, which is a command line experience. Lets you automate a complex and objective task, but also feeds business intelligence back to you, the stakeholder, so you can get line of sight on how your team's performing. We think a lot about the idea of a 10x engineer, and this is talked about a lot. We think that that's not one person who's 10 times better than everyone else. Rather, we think it's one person who uses technology to make 5 other engineers 2 times more efficient in their job. That's what we're trying to enable in your business with our software. We do this by automating things across the software development lifecycle and making them available for free in a public registry. We're doing this because it's really important that developers have access to the tools. In the current market, there's an influx of junior engineers that are coming in from coding boot camps, and you don't always have the senior talent you need to support them with the hard problems that they need to solve on day one. We take those hard problems, we wrap them up in our software, and we make them available to your developers for free. As they work with those tools drive context back to the business so you can understand how often are they deploying, when are they rolling back, when does something go wrong in my business? Because one of the most important things in a software development team is to create transparency in the process so that you can have predictability in the results. We think this is really important because the future of software development is very challenging. As I said, the talent gap is growing, and as a result, there's also a massive gap between generalists and specialists. It's growing wider by the day, and this is a result of AI, blockchain, distributed systems like Kubernetes that make it really, really complicated for junior developers to get started and be efficient in your company. It's important that you ramp them up quickly and build their confidence so that they can contribute to your product goals as effectively as possible. So what have we learned over the last 18 months growing the business profitably to the numbers that I mentioned? Well, we've learned that profitability is an asset and you should hold on to it. It's not always the right decision to just raise money on day one. I've exited a company before and had that option available to me, but I decided not to. And I believe that that's a really important thing that every entrepreneur should consider. Also, do the things that don't scale. You've heard this before, but it's really important to try things, get in there with your customers and understand them early on because it will really shape the future of your business. And at the same time, what we really believe is that developers themselves are going to shape the future of software development and technology as your businesses see it. So you should invest in their success. Thanks very much. Check us out at CTO.ai. We have a limited beta available now.